In my life, I've been through a lot. Thinking back to the day I almost got shot, or when I ran for my freedom chased down by the cops, wreaking havoc like a drug addict in an empty parking lot. Near death overdoses that seemed to lead to brain rot, and when I was left on my own when I finally got caught. I spent all my money on a temporary fix to my depression, or so I thought, but no matter what I spent my money on, I learned my happiness just can't be bought. You see, I have a tendency to look at things differently. For a long time, I had a fear there would be no fixing me, a mental disorder seeming to always weigh me down, a dark cloud that always seemed to be hanging around. I learned today the reason that cloud never seemed to go away, because I romanticized the depression and I encouraged it to stay. I didn't realize all this time I was taking solace in my sadness as if it were some terrible coping mechanism that was leading my heart to be consumed by the blackness. You see, I always look at life through these shit stained glasses, and it would cause the most beautiful things in my life to wither away in my eyes the fastest. I had to choose to be happy, had to choose to switch to that rose tinted hue. I was causing my own downfall, and I didn't even have a clue. Thinking to how far I've come, I can't help but smile. The fact that I have such a loving relationship with my family is honestly something wild. I remember back to the time that I broke my family down to pieces. I only wish there was some way that younger me could see this. I have a supporting friend group. Thank God for everything they do. Thinking back to the time I spent in that hopeless gang I called my crew. It took a long time to recover, but I definitely say it was worth it. Even though I made a few mistakes on the way, but nobody's perfect. I can't believe I have such a loving partner by my side. She's helped me through all my struggles, and I cherish her every time. No matter what we go through, she's been the Bonnie to my Clyde. She helps me over these boundaries, happy to turn away from my life of crime. You see, my whole life, I stayed in this rut, always putting myself down, when I should have been loving myself and lifting myself up like a king with a crown. Hopeless romantic, as I always seem to romanticize the knife, but it seems I finally learned today how to romanticize my life.